Hey guys, welcome to the Brofessional Development Podcast. Today is episode 101, and it's just a current events episode. We talk about everything. Hunter Biden's The Crackening, inflation rises again, National Friday, and Sal comes out of the closet. So
what the fuck?
we hope you enjoy. Thanks.
Action.
Hey guys, welcome to the Brofessional Development Podcast. Today is episode 101, and we're doing a current events. We'll start with what's new, obviously, but we're going over a conversation, and I guess we'll just kind of pick that back up. So we're asking Sal, are you gay?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
No.
No? So how do you know?
I'm into women.
You're into women?
Yeah.
But have you ever tried it?
What the fuck kind of questions are these?
That's a pretty standard
The
question.
only way you can.
This is a good question.
The only way you can know is if you try it.
Quit fucking with me. Move on. Fuckers.
Do your parents listen to this podcast?
No.
It's probably good. If this is how they found out, I mean, you want to come out properly.
Yeah.
So we can help you whenever you get there.
What about a boyfriend?
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Okay. All right. What else? What's new with you guys? Business, health, wealth, relationships, hobbies, anything new in the life?
I got my big cast off today, which was like, oh man, it felt so good.
How much do you remember of the podcast that you did?
So I watched a little bit of the video,
Yeah.
and I don't remember hardly anything actually being there other than like the video I rewatched. Like I really don't. It's like, so I didn't think that stuff messed me up as much as it did, but it definitely did a number on me.
We could definitely tell you were
There was
high.
really only one time when you were talking, though, that it really felt like you were impacted by it, and you could tell like your story. You were like didn't know where you wanted to go
like,
next.
what am I talking about?
But just looking at you, though, like you would zone out. Certain times I'd glance over, and I was just like, that dude is high as shit.
Yeah,
That's some good prescription heroin right there.
It was good, yeah. But I'm glad it's over. Got like this little janky, stupid one on now, so it feels good. But yeah, that's what's on me. I don't even know what I said was new with me last week. But I did buy 2 more machines for work. I don't know if I said that.
You did.
Yeah.
Told us.
Yeah.
Congrats for the second time.
So let's just move on to somebody else's stuff.
I just hit the halfway mark of 75 hard. So today's day 38. So going through with that officially. And then one other thing though that I did yesterday was these guys from my high school were putting together this just class of 2008 wanted to get together and just go check out the campus, as there's been some things that have changed at CBC High School, and I was knocking
That's
it.
when
I
you
was
know
like,
when you're old, though.
That's
Come
when
on back and see what the high school looks like.
Right. And well, it's been 14 years. So next year will be a 15-year reunion. So this was by no means one of those things. And it was pretty small, probably about 30, 35 guys. And the only one that I keep up with is my buddy Zach, and I hardly ever see him. He's in Nashville. So had very little expectations going into it, and was thinking that it was going to be really dumb. But it was really cool to catch up with a lot of these guys, and a lot of people just like picked up right where they left off, talking about stupid things that happened in high school. And I mean, be able to hear some new stuff was pretty cool as well. But they're actually doing, the reason I brought it up is because they are completely changing the way that they are just operating as a school. So they have what used to be the library. Now there's an entrepreneurship and leadership portion of like the curriculum. And then there's even things like these aviation classes, and there's teaching people some more real life skills. And I talked to the director of admissions possibly about having us out there to either teach a class, whether it's something specific to one of us, and it was like segmented one-off things. But they're doing some really cool things there to kind of just get away from the traditional school of here's the exact way that you do things, and they're doing a lot more teaching. Here's how to take action. Here's how to lead. Here's how to do. And last thing I'll mention on this is they have the largest esports, like, I don't know what they call them, like an esports area program, like as far as how many, like the square footage and how many screens they have in there. It's like 1,200 square foot and 48 different monitors in there. And they are the largest operation as far as high schools in the entire country.
Oh, wow.
And one thing that I thought was interesting was I was like, this is so nerdy. Like, this is so dumb. Like, I don't play video games. I'm not into this. But the statistic they threw out was that 96% of kids play video games. And I mean, maybe it was the same back then, but now you see these kids holing up in their basement, not coming out of their rooms. And now you have a place where they can all come together, play sports. They get out of the basements. They
get scholarships for it.
Yeah, SLU started getting scholarships for
they're
that.
a two-time state champion. And I can't remember what the different games are. I'd never heard of them, like League of Legends or something like that.
Yeah, that's a tough
But
one.
so that's what's going on here. I've labbed on for a while, but I thought it was really cool to see the stuff that they're doing.
That is awesome.
Can we make sure that's the most we ever talk about CBC in one sitting again?
I've never talked about my high school in one episode. So
yeah, no, you're good.
I deserve a little bit of slack, Matt.
It is super interesting, right? And it's just another fucking thing for CBC kids to brag about. Another state championship that they win.
Hell yeah.
So I had the most bougie week of my entire life.
Let's hear it.
So I joined Lifetime Fitness in Frontenac.
I saw
Oh,
that.
yeah?
Damn.
How'd that go?
I didn't know if you were just
What is the
visiting.
monthly membership there? Like
150 a
Yeah,
month.
$150 a month. Yeah, plus like tax, like service, whatever. So it bumps it up a little
HOA.
bit. Yeah. And
I heard there's you have your own pool.
and then there's a pool for sure. And so, but I also joined the MAC. Well, which
doubling up.
Damn,
the
bro.
Missouri
You
Athletic
are
Club.
bougie.
Which, if there's like coming from a kid that's like South City and didn't like grow up with a lot, it's like basically if I told any of the kids I grew up with, it'd be like, you fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Like you're a fucking sellout. But
They'll tell you after
I
they
was-
listen to this episode.
I was technically a member of the Missouri Athletic Club like months ago and then stopped because I wasn't using it. But now that I'm like full in on real estate, there's just a lot of reasons that and people to meet.
Networking.
Yes.
Stuff, yeah.
Well, and then I talked to a guy who's pretty successful in real estate investing the other day, and he's the one that talked me into joining Lifetime. One, they've got a full co-working space there.
Oh, really?
So it's like that's written off. That's part of my office. That's my, out of home office or whatever. And then he's like, he does most of the investing side, but because he has his license, he's like, yeah, I literally just sit there. I take a little bit longer than I normally do working out. He's like, I talk to people. He's like, a guy came up to me like a month ago and was like, hey, well, you saw my house in Ladue. And he's like, $1 million house, $30,000 commission. It's like pays for a lifetime of Lifetime Fitnesses.
Yeah.
So also it's a badass gym, cool co-working space. They've got hot tub, pool, sauna, gym. Like they've got like an outdoor and an indoor pool. And in the summer, you can go up there on the weekends and you can just like kick it at the pool. They've got a full bar, have a cocktail, hang out, open up the laptop.
He only gets $30K from a $1 million household.
I think so.
3%, right? Isn't that what it is?
Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. What'd you think it was?
I thought it would be higher. I thought it would
That's
be like
just chump
75K or
change.
something.
That's just chump change to you.
What'd you
No,
think?
I thought it would be like 75K or 100.
That's what I
Off
always
like
think is
$1
like
million.
impressive about realtors, but I know it's getting the listings is the problem. Like it's the same amount of work to sell a $100,000 house
Right.
versus $1 million house.
Right.
So you want to get the big ticket items.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and like I said, he doesn't actively go do the real estate stuff, like selling. He does the investing, but it's like that's why I'm getting my license.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody comes to me and they're like, "Hey, will you help me?" It's like, it's guaranteed money.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So
So that's really the only thing that's new in my world. Sal, what do you got?
just been busy with the work. Got Vegas coming up, going there for the first time ever. So wish me luck on that. But on that, I was thinking about taking like a online boot camp course about data analytics. Just to know more about data.
I thought you
analytics.
already buckled down and paid for that bad boy.
Yeah, but it starts end of August.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and goes till
Nice.
February.
Sorry, go ahead.
Can you come back from Vegas with a really cool hooker story?
Hookies?
Well,
Are you gonna get a hookie?
I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds promising.
I don't know.
Wow.
I do it all for the hooky.
Oh, that's fucking great. Speaking of great transition, speaking of hookies, so
Okay.
so Hunter Biden pictured videos. They called it the crackening because of all the shit that was released about him, guns, hookers, crack, porn, all of it. Like they grabbed everything that they can, and it started being released, and it's a lot. Like
It's a lot.
like there is just so much shit of him doing, and I don't care what side of political party that you're on, but here's something that I do think is funny. That video came out, surfaced of him weighing out like a substantial amount of crack, and then a day later, the Washington Post posted an article, and it was titled New studies show that moderate crack cocaine use is not cause for concern. I'm like, I get it. Like, you want to fucking protect your political party. Like, everyone wants to protect their side, but it's like, come on. And the
You gotta
fucking
call a
timing
spade
of
a
that.
spade sometimes.
Yes, 1,000,000,000%. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
There was a lot of stuff too. I think old Jill Biden got in a little trouble too, didn't she, for calling Hispanics like breakfast burritos,
Bodegas.
Breakfast tacos.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was the exact quote? Did anybody have it?
I don't have it, but the Hunter Biden thing, like, absolutely, like you said, like, political affiliations aside, if what's messed up is if that was the other side of the aisle, it would just be the only thing you heard about.
Yeah.
And like, really, you haven't heard a whole lot about it unless you kind of looked for it a little bit. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to look for it a bit to find it. And what was funny is, like, he would go get these hookers and like videotape it, and then he would get on like Pornhub and search Hunter Biden POV porn and stuff. So he was like trying to find his own porn.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Online.
he is a
Dude,
nut.
it was it was a lot. It was a lot for sure. It's crazy. It's nuts. And that's only like tipping the iceberg apparently for what's actually out there.
I'm sure.
If I'm a Mexican restaurant and if I serve breakfast tacos, I'm for sure renaming those Jill Bidens.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Joe Biden. Yeah.
Why
As
not?
unique as breakfast tacos
So, yeah.
is what he compares the community.
Yeah, so she said Latino community unique as breakfast tacos, which is Tex-Mex. You know what I mean? Like that's not even. Anyway, I digress.
Huevos rancheros.
Been a tough week.
Damn.
Well, I guess kind of like while we're talking about Biden, we'll kind of roll into the consumer price index. Numbers came out, up another 1.3 month over month, which leaves us at 9.1% inflation over the last 12 months, which is a fuck ton.
It's a lot.
That's so much.
So I saw a lot of stuff on this too. Like, it sounded like they were kind of predicting that it was going to like hold steady or actually go down a little bit. And the fact that it like exceeded anybody's expectations, a lot of the financial institutes thought it was going to be like 8.8, 8.9, to come in at 9.1 is pretty insane. And I saw a stat that if the money you have in the bank, if these numbers stayed where it's at, and this money's not working for you, just sitting in the bank, you would lose half of your net worth in just that in 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that just like blows my mind that that's where we're at right now.
It's crazy. And then we talked about it in the group. We made the comparison. It was like the average, like if you invest in the stock market, right? Just whatever, call it like S&P 500, like your average returns are going to be around 10%, like over a 30-year period.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, well, this year you're taking a loss.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
You're basically taking a loss. 9.1 doesn't need, like, the inflation hasn't even caught up to what your returns would be on your stock market investments.
What is crazy is I haven't looked. I should look it up before I say anything. But when I looked earlier, the markets were actually holding pretty steady. They were up at one point, which blew my mind. So I don't know if they still are or not. But because I was imagining they were just going to take an absolute utter shit today. So I don't know where they closed out at.
I don't know. I didn't see that. Kind of change of pace on this stuff. It's National French Fry Day, so I gotta ask, what's your favorite type of French fry and why?
Sweet potato fries are my jam.
Oh, the sweet potato fries are solid though.
I
are
love me
good.
some crispy, fresh out the greaser, the fryer, sweet potato fries, like Daily Smokehouse or Pappy's, if you ever had those sweet potato
I
fries.
haven't had them from Pappy's. Are they good?
They put a little brown sugar on there, man. They are delicious.
I'm
No
going
shit.
way on the opposite
What
end
you
of the
got?
spectrum. Dude, Arby's curly fries.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Like, I don't think there's
Ooh.
anything at pizza, honestly.
You know,
That and
I didn't-
seasoned fries.
I didn't even think
Seasoned
about
fries,
that.
yeah. I gotta have some
Like
seasoning.
Checkers or Rallies.
Yeah.
I will say too, like if
Or
speaking on
Popeyes?
that too, like Max Local Eats, if you guys have ever been there
Oh,
before,
yes.
their rip fries that has
The
the
Red Hot
Red Hot
Ripley
Ripley
has the
seasoning?
riplet
Yes.
dust on there. Those are fire as
That
well.
does sound good.
Yeah. So
Matt
I
doesn't eat French fries.
dude. Okay, so I like the fucking Chick-fil-A waffle fries. I fucking
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
No,
I
me
fucking-
neither.
I don't
I
mind it.
love those. And
I'll
you
eat
know,
them.
Here's
Don't get me wrong.
here's and hear me out for a second.
Loser.
It's because he's getting grilled nuggets too.
One of the fucking
That's actually what I've been getting from there if I go to Chick-fil-A.
what a bitch.
24 grilled nugs.
So no, just hear me out. And maybe it's not the fry because I could pick a different fry, but they're the only restaurant that does the Heinz dip and squeeze ketchup packets.
Oh.
Have you ever fucked with
Yeah,
those?
This is
Oh,
going
yeah.
back to the
Yeah.
bougie part.
Raising Cane's has those too.
What? I'm just saying it's the easiest thing.
Dude.
I eat in the fucking car, so if I can just fucking like tear a little thing and just squeeze out as
It
much
is
as I
pretty
want.
phenomenal. Those are pretty amazing. Whoever invented those is a genius.
Yeah.
Heinz.
And then honestly,
Well, I don't know. Someone else might have before.
since that
Cocksucker.
choice isn't like fat enough for you guys, so we'll roll with Wendy's fries dipped in the frosty.
Frosty.
Chocolate
Oh,
Frosties.
Frosties.
Yeah. I
So
fuck
natural
with
cut
that.
too.
I
You're
fuck
a
with
natural
that.
cut type of French fry guy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that's how their waffle fries are kind of natural cut too.
What?
Yeah.
Like you get like
At
the,
Wendy's?
yeah,
Like, you
at
get
Wendy's and
natural
at Chick-fil-A.
cuts, like, with the skins
sometimes you
on
get
still.
the skin on the end of the fry.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I see
So
what you're
Matt's
saying.
clearly
I was
a
thinking
natural
waffle
cut
fries
fry.
for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Okay, but
I don't
by
mind-
far the
I don't
worst
mind skin.
fries though.
I don't mind uncircumcised fries. I'm good with that. I'm okay.
Turtlenecks. Fries with turtlenecks.
Okay, West
their
Coast
hoods
probably
up.
will hate it, but the worst fries
Who
are
will hate
In-N-Out fries.
Or Steak and Shake. In-N-Out or
Steak and
Steak and
Shake's
Shake.
not bad, but fucking
Steak
the
and
fact
Shake,
that
if
you have
they
to
are
ask for
fresh
the fries.
out of the fryer,
but
that
they
is the
get
only
so
way.
cold.
And they get
But-
cold, and then they're just like, they're flat.
Okay, so can we just say that it's Steak and Shake should never be considered fast food because it takes 4 fucking ever at every Steak and Shake. It's awful.
It
Are they
is
even
bad.
open still? Like there's
Yeah.
one. in
So many of them
Kirkwood,
shut
I
down.
They're-
There's a handful.
But Bobby, you're right. The ones that like if you get them fresh and,
Right out.
and some cheese on
Cheese
those
sauce.
fucking things,
Yeah.
yes,
Now we're talking.
Fuck.
Throw
fucking
some chili
money.
on those fuckers too.
yeah,
Let's
oh yeah,
go.
all day.
Fries.
Fries,
Man, good topic.
Yeah.
National Friday.
What else do we got?
How is that not on a Friday though?
I feel like it's just
Get
like
it?
a
That should
The
change
Friday.
every year. Like you know, how
it
different
should just be
holidays
like
Like
the
a-
second
second
Friday of
Friday
every,
of every July or
They
whatever.
really
That's how it
fucked
should
that
be.
one.
They
Yeah.
did mess that up.
Yeah. Twitter, and I don't have too much information on this, but Twitter is suing Elon Musk to force him to buy Twitter. So Musk backed out. When Twitter withheld data that Musk was requesting in order to evaluate like how many bots and how many fucking basically burner accounts there were. And then everyone thinks it's going to be a lengthy trial. But basically it's either they're going to force him to buy or they think that they're going to enforce the $1 billion breakup clause that was in there that was on both sides. But my take is Elon's drawing it out because part of the way he was going to buy it was in Tesla stock. And right now Tesla stock is significantly down. And I feel like he's just drawing that out to see if the stock market brings back up.
So there's a lot
The
of
thing is also he's waiting for Twitter stock to go down too. Like
their stock went up today.
Their
Surprisingly.
stock went up a little
Yeah.
bit, but they're still like 30%
Yeah.
down.
Oh.
Or not 30%, something crazy.
No, but so what I think's happening with this whole deal is I think Elon's just playing chess while they're playing checkers. Like, so basically the SEC requires that they give that information out and they're trying not to give the information out. So going through the lawsuit like this, they are going to be forced to show all that information. So there's almost no way he loses this deal. It's just going to be probably drug out. And if anything, he might get it for cheaper maybe. Or like you said, hopefully his stock goes back up and he's able to purchase it that way. But I think he's just playing chess while they're playing checkers on this one.
Okay. Yeah. You guys got anything on that?
All over my head to me, but Elon Musk will win.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Zach Wilson, for those of you that aren't sports fans, he's the Jets.
This is not over my head.
QB, selected second
under
overall by
your
the
head?
Jets in 2021 draft. And so his girlfriend dumped him because apparently he was fucking around with his mom's best friend. So
yeah.
High five.
So here's the thing: cheating, not cool. Banging
Yeah,
milf,
that's true.
definitely cool.
Yeah.
Definitely fucking
sure.
cool. So,
It's it levels out.
so we'll give him a golf
the-
clap for that.
The best part was, so I guess someone was calling his
X.
ex homie hopper because she went to go date like the guy who
One
used
of-
to be one of the wide receivers for
yeah, it's like
BYU.
one of his
Which is
teammates
funny that it's
probably.
BYU because BYU is a bunch of like
Christian.
Mormons, like,
Oh.
and they're like
They're supposed to be
Wait,
like
really?
they're supposed to
They're
like wait till
Mormons.
marriage and
Holy
go
fuck.
and
Soaking.
So apparently,
Docking.
yeah.
apparently someone on Instagram called her a homie hopper, and then she actually replied to the comment and said he was sleeping with his mom's best friend. ... That's the real homie hopper, and that's how the news broke. Was because she had commented on the post because she had been posting new pictures with the guy that he was teammates with. And,
so it wasn't even
she
like
broke the news.
Yeah.
The ex broke the news.
so she was tired of getting shit.
Yeah.
and
She
she
was
was
getting
just like,
shit on, and
I'm
she's
gonna
like,
put him on blast
Fuck
That's
you,
awesome.
for
Zach
being a
Wilson.
MILF hunter.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I did see this. I don't know if it's true or not because I don't follow him on Instagram, but I saw he made a post saying like, hey, took the boys on a little retreat for the weekend, been offline. Anything new happen? And if he did that, that's just like fucking like so hilarious.
That's fucking.
Well, it's perfect for a Jets quarterback, especially you look way back in the day, like the pretty boy Joe Namath, right? Like he's playing the part there. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a great quarterback by any means, but he's definitely playing a funny move right there.
Yeah, so he did make the post. That's hilarious.
Did he?
What was the picture
Took
that he
the
posted?
boys to Gaza Range Club in Idaho before camp. Poor cell service. What I miss.
Savage.
Damn.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'd like to see a picture.
The mom?
Yeah.
just for
Well, his ex is not ugly.
His
For-
mom.
I mean, if you're in the NFL,
just for
No.
research purposes, obviously.
Yeah.
What else we got? So, the $10 billion James Webb Space Telescope. So it unveiled some crazy fucking images of stars and galaxies. And I was kind of reading through it. I didn't get too much information, but the one thing I was like that I did take away was one photo is 7,600 light years away. And to provide context for idiots that don't know what that is, aka me, like 1 light year is 2.5 trillion miles.
Yeah.
So 2.5 trillion miles times 7,600, that's how fucking far this shit
Yeah.
is away.
So I don't
some
know.
of the
What's your
pics.
guys' opinions on it? Because I mean, I looked at the photo. Yeah, it's cool looking, but I'm like, we are never getting wherever this is looking at. So what's the fucking point?
So, but yeah, and 10 billion and I guess there's probably they get a better understanding of what's there. And here's like, we're in a group text and here's like the thing that was said that I agree with. It's like, let's fucking find aliens.
Yeah.
Like, let's fucking find like proof that there's something else out there. Cause like you said, that's so far away, we'll never get there.
Yeah.
Let's find shit that's closer and just prove that there's something else out there.
And
besides us.
if we can see that like clearly as far as that far away, how
Yeah.
can we not see like specifically on some of these different planets and in these different
Yeah.
galaxies? And this is where we should be able to find this. And maybe we can't ever get to them, but maybe we can communicate with them somehow. I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly.
Do you think they should like live stream it, like have a Twitch channel just for like them just like scoping out just it?
I mean, that'd be cool as
And if
shit.
someone sees something, it'll go viral and then just go rewind it back on the.
I don't
clip.
see why not.
The only thing that I
Space
found
has an OnlyFans page.
yeah. The only thing I found somewhat interesting about it is, which also no clue what I'm talking about right now, but they said that basically we could have been, what that image was showing us could have been a look into our past like tens of billions of years ago, which like that part's interesting, but like what the fuck's it matter?
Oh, because they're saying that like what we're seeing right there definitely is not what's happening actually there because
Yeah,
it's so far
so
away.
far away. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. That's just blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah. That's the only part that's like somewhat interesting about it. But like then even more, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like, so
Unless we can get there and change the past.
Yeah. And then like Bobby said, how come we can't like fucking take this telescope and find the fucking rover on the moon?
Right.
Like let's just prove everybody that motherfucker's still there.
Yeah, and you can see like a very badass like up close image
Yeah.
of like
It's on the
basically
fucking moon.
basically be on the moon.
Yeah.
Why not?
So
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all we have today. We're kind of running on time anyway. So one of the things that I did want to talk about is, do we have a date set for the next event? Because I feel like we should be talking about that at the end of every episode.
we do.
Is it August?
I think it's August 17th. Sounds right.
August 17th. So we'll adjust accordingly, but Wednesday the 17th is what it's looking like, where we're going to have Zach Schaefer as our speaker, who's going to talk about conflict management. And then we are we're thinking about doing some type of golf outing this month, but what we are really contemplating is doing some type of really big golf outing where we get to rent out a whole course, try to get some local celebrities maybe to join, get a bunch of sponsorships, and then donate a fuck ton of money to charity. That is just a kind of a nugget of an idea right now, but it's in the works. So we'll obviously keep you posted week to week. Anything else we got? No? Okay. We appreciate you guys listening. Hey, if you like any of the content that we put out, if you're entertained or you get any type of value from it, go on Spotify, give us a review, and write us a review. If you make fun of Sal, we will read it on the podcast.
We will.
Saul.
We appreciate you guys listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Deuces.
See ya.
Later.
Later.